Do you consider yourself lazy? Or are you a procrastinator? Do you find it difficult to do new things, to get new habits started? If you do, maybe Kaizen is for you. Because Kaizen is the easier way to adopt new habits and new skills, bit by bit. David again from Amazing Brain Hacks. So, Kaizen. What is Kaizen? Well, the word Kaizen in Japanese means Kai means change, and Zen would be for the better. So Kaizen would mean, the literal translation, change for the better, or you could say continual improvement. And Masaki, whatever he's called, Masaki Imai, he says that it's more about discipline, and it's about continual improvement in the workplace, in the social environment, and in the personal environment. So it's not just, it's all of your life really. It's a kind of a strategy that you could use across the board for your personal development in terms of physical health. It could be used for committing in the workplace and being an excellent worker and an excellent contributor. And it can also be, it can be when you're out and about with people. You can improve your social skills by adopting new attitudes and just slowly introducing them into your life. In the West, we have our own interpretation of Kaizen, and that would be often known as the 1 minute principle. And this means that you start a new skill or a new habit or a new change in your life by doing it in the beginning for 1 minute a day or more, but you commit yourself to 1 minute and 1 minute only. You've got to do that every day at the beginning. And then gradually you can improve it to 2 minutes, and you can stretch it to 3 minutes, and before you know it, after a few weeks, it becomes a regular habit, and you've developed more and more skills in that area. The way I used Kaizen was about a year ago. I started getting into dieting and improving my health, and I had improved the way I was eating a lot, but I wasn't moving and exercising enough, so I needed a system for that. And Kaizen was the perfect strategy for me, because I adopted it in the sense that the first day I would do a minute in the morning of weight training, and anybody can do a minute of weight training. It's pretty easy, even I can. And then I suppose in the evening I might do another minute or two, because you don't have to do a minute, but you commit to a minute. So I'd probably do a couple of minutes or 3 minutes, and then the next day I'd do the same, the minute, and the minute in the morning or two, and then in the evening before I went to bed. And this would go on for a week or two, and then I'd sort of slightly up the stakes a bit and increase it to 4 minutes or possibly 5 minutes, and eventually it got to about 20 minutes in the morning and about 10 minutes in the evening. So I got the 30 minutes a day of physical exercise, of weightlifting, and it started with a minute. And that's the way Kaizen works. It's just about gradually introducing these skills. It's commitment, because it's not really about the amount of time that you put in at the beginning. It's the fact that you get into the habit of doing something. And our subconscious brain works off habits, because 95% of what we do every day is out of habit. It's a repeated habit, something we learned in the past and we repeat it every day. Whether it's the thought habit, it could be a behavioral habit, but these things just tend to repeat over and over again. And it's quite difficult to adopt a habit, because there is a bit of resistance there in the subconscious mind. I think we try to avoid change, and we like to stick with what we know. But with a little bit of discipline and a bit of strategy, you can achieve amazing results. So I would say try it, And if you like it, or if you have success with it, tell me your story and put it in the comments below, and I'd love to hear them. And I hope that was useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.